hose broke. Wanted to take a moment to show how this works. Yeah, right there. Looks like it might have been damaged previously and finally let go at that little bulge of damaged spot. So I used to use what they call two-wire pressure hoses. Means the pressure hose is constructed with two wires, basically. It's just the jacketing around the hose. And then a bunch of years ago, I saw on sale a one-wire hose, and I always thought, oh gosh, those must be really, cheap and short-lasting and, not very durable. What I found actually is, for me, for what I do, the one wires last way longer. And I think it's because this one wire hose can bend at a much tighter radius than a two wire hose without getting damaged. Now for me, I'm dragging hoses around plants and walkways, and sometimes these hoses get stuck on something and they almost try to kink themselves. I'm trying to be careful with my stuff, but things happen. And I've found that the one wires last way longer because they can flex more without getting actually damaged. I'll tell you that this hose here has lasted me more than 3 seasons. And for me, that's like, on this hose here, it's about 800 hours a season per hose. So, I got 2,400 hours on this thing. So for me, I carry extras on the hose reel above. So I'll just pull off the damaged hose. That gets thrown away. That is not even worth trying to repair. Maybe you can, cut it and recrimp it and put on a new fitting. It's a hose. It has a life expectancy. If it didn't break there, it's gonna break somewhere else soon. So I'm just gonna pull off the new one, replace it, and be back in action. I'll put a link in the description of this video to some decent one-wire hoses that I wouldn't hesitate to use myself. One relevant thing to note that I wanted to add, I don't really run at high pressure, like high pressure. All my cleaning is more volume based than pressure based. The type of pressure that you can rinse off your hands or your legs or that type of thing without hurting yourself. So I'm sure that if I ran strictly high pressure all the time, I was doing concrete all the time or something like that where pressure was really it, I'm sure that would have an effect on the longevity of these hoses. And I don't know, maybe in that case, maybe a two-wire hose would last longer. If you've got experience on it or a strong opinion, put it in the comments. Let's hear what's what.